tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Good.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fields. His throw is going to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense, and they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Fields. This one deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. And back deep, Deontay Johnson. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had byes.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
7 at the 34-yard line.
Once again, Junkins. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3rd and 3. Now Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
Throwing, Sanders. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Browns first down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Pass past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's another Browns first down.
Let's go now.
A gain of 27.
To throw is Sanders.
First down, Cleveland.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Browns first down. First and goal, Cleveland.
Here's Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out.
Here we go.
Penalty against them.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. You look at this Browns defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. On the return, Johnson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Third and 8.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
On play action, here's Shadur. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And New York set to take the field. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
Here we go.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn on the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Fields now to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Folks' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
30-yard line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. We good. 319. Go.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, son. 319. Yes, sir.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Green 19.
To throw is Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Johnson jostles free. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
54-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. That is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. A gain of 15.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bates. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Browns at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Sanders to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Sanders. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Go.
This is Ford. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 26.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
With a catch made by Johnson. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They run with Ford. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Jets 3.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son. Go.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
4 yards. And the Jets first down.
Here we go.
First and 10.
Here's Fields.
6-yard line.
pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A loss of 5.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Folk's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Play action. It's Sanders. Here's Johnson with a reception. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Down to about the 22 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing, Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, break.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Touchdown, Browns! Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
At the 28-yard.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up second down.
Now Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now Fields going to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's second down and 8.
Here we go.
20-yard line.
319.
Back to throw, Fields. His throw caught. What about the 5? And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 5.
Here we go,
Brings up
son.
2nd and goal
Right.
at the 9-yard line.
Fields now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a bit closer. Folk connects on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Jets 13.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. He's got space past the 25. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Here we go.
Up second and 8.
Now Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now it's Fields. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Formation for the Jets.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's
Here we go.
On third down, it's Ford. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Room past the 35. And he'll take this all the way out to the 38-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some on the original line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Green light.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now Fields going to run. Big yardage there on the scramble, and gets him a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself. Found a way to reset the downs and advance the ball.
Straight ahead is Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Mason Graham on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Julian Okwara on the tackle. That's a gain of 6.
Don't jump. Ready?
3rd and 2.
Green 19. Oh.
Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10
Here we go,
at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go.
39-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Green light.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This from 54 yards away. Folk's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And the Browns getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ready, 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Again, they turn to 4. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Okay, break.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Sanders to throw. He'll get this complete to Tillman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
So the big play there, all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but just couldn't help himself.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down.
Here we go, son.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Fields. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That's good for Jets.
Don't jump. Ready?
First down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
319, can I see that?
From the 50, here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when we normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Fields throwing again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Fields going to run, and he will slide down, but a penalty marker down, and this may be all for naught. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And incomplete on the deep ball. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now Justin Fields and the Jets down by 8, 2:24 to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. That's into the hands of Reynolds. As a quarterback, this is where you look for those instincts to really kick in and take over, right?
Yeah, you can't force it downfield because if you throw an interception here, the game could be over.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets first down.
Here's Fields. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Now Fields. And that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. All eyes on Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this coaching staff sees